To video 46 of exposing the beast system. Right now, I need you to forget everything that you have ever learned in this world and start fresh. Start fresh. Okay, so in this video, we're going to discuss vaccines. We're going to discuss vaccines and a few other things, bad elements, because that's all a vaccine is. A vaccine is a bad element. My advice to you is to never get a vaccine for any reason. Never let them stick a needle in you for any reason. Don't. I mean, I understand that when you go to the dentist, you have to get Novocaine shots, in your gums. I know I just recently went through a little bit of dental surgery, so I understand that concept. But, don't let them stick a needle in you, because what that is doing is that is immediately breaking what's called the blood-brain barrier. And anything that they has already broken the blood-brain barrier just goes right into your brain. They've already broken all the barriers, all of the safeguards to keep your brain safe from all of the bad elements. They've already busted through all of that and went straight into your blood. And that's not good. So do not ever get any vaccine for any reason. Now, I've done a little bit of research on vaccines. I'm not an expert on vaccines, by no means. I'm not. I've never gotten a vaccine. Never. Not one. Because I knew they were bad. I've known they were bad since the beginning. And, I know a few things that have been found in vaccines. One of those things are urine. The other thing is fecal matter. Yes, people, fecal matter. That has been found in vaccines. Not to mention all the other bad elements that we've already discussed before, like thimerosal. You people need to go and read the inserts of vaccines. Have I ever read the insert of any vaccine? No, but I've looked at them. I've looked at different parts of them. And in every vaccine insert that I've ever looked at, it says the following. This vaccine has not been tested for carcinogenic or mutagenic properties, which means it can contain any kind of carcinogen imaginable, and it's not been tested for it. So it doesn't really matter. And mutagenic, I mean, is that where the whole three-eyed fish thing comes in on The Simpsons? Is that what they're doing? They've already got that? Is that what they want to do to us? Mutate us? They're mutating us slowly. We live in a big petri dish. All we are is a science experiment for these people. That's all we are. And the vaccines are just further proof of that. It's just more of the problem solution, nonsense that they always present to us. They have this, oh, there's a flu outbreak, and then everybody runs and gets the flu shot. What they are putting in your body are heavy metals and fecal matter and urine and all kinds of other bad stuff. Do some research on it. No vaccine has ever been tested for carcinogenic or mutagenic properties. We really don't need to go any further than that. Not to mention that they all contain thimerosal, which is 65% mercury, which is a neurotoxin. Pure and simple. They just relabel the stuff under different names, but it's all the same bad elements that they're hitting us with all the time, constantly. It's just a never-ending battle for us because we are in the B system. Yeah, they talk about people taking the red pill and the blue pill. Don't take any pill. Don't take any pill. Don't take any of the pills that they have to offer you. People talk about take the red pill, take the red. No, don't take any pill. Take your own medicine. And the medicine that you should be taking is that you need to forget everything that you have ever learned in this world and start fresh. And start fresh. Yeah, a lot of people have drank the Kool-Aid. A lot of people have drank the Kool-Aid. They have. You need to learn to spit the Kool-Aid out because the Kool-Aid is not good for you. All it is chemicals. All it is chemicals. And I'm talking about the Kool-Aid in reality and Kool-Aid in real life. How do they make that stuff? Put it in a little pouch and you throw it in some water and mix sugar in with it. And, it's all chemicals. And they get us through the dyes. The dyes are really bad for us, I guess. I'm no expert on chemistry, but the dyes are really bad, really bad. Yeah, everything that I talk about on this channel are my interpretations of the realm that we occupy. And just that. Any interpretations of your realm that you have, feel free to go and start your own channel and do your own videos. There are people on here that have knowledge that can start their own videos. If you have meditated on certain aspects of an issue, then you've done more than I've done, because I don't meditate. I don't meditate. I used to a long time ago. I did. And then I just moved away from it. I didn't really see any results from it. I saw more results in action rather than quieting my mind. My mind is never quiet in this realm. My mind is never quiet. My mind is always saying things to me. Sometimes they are friendly thoughts and sometimes they are unfriendly thoughts, just like everybody else. I'm no different than anybody else in this world. I'm just a guy that's willing to take his time and sit in front of a camera and tell people about certain issues that they might have been tricked on. And if the information that I present resonates with you, then that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And even if it doesn't resonate with you, maybe on this issue it might not resonate, but on another issue it will. That's the problem with people. People will agree on 1,000 things, and then they'll have one thing that they disagree on, and that just blows the whole fucking deal. And that's just weird. That's just weird to me, because that's not how I operate. That's not how I operate. I have a very open mind. I'm open to all kinds of aspects. Unless it's already some brainwashed rhetoric that I've already been through, hashed over 1,000 times over the past 10, 20 years, whatever, just the way it is. Some issues I'm really not willing to rehash again and again and again. That's why I actually make these videos, because I was tired of rehashing all of this stuff with my friends. So I figured I would just make them and throw them up and let the friends sort themselves out. Like I said, if the message resonates with you, then that's wonderful. And it's obviously resonating with some people. I saw that I picked up 8 subscribers since the last time I looked. That's awesome. That's great. I love it. That's the best feeling in the world to me, is that my message is getting out and people are hearing it. People are hearing it. And if you're new or nearly new, just go back and start watching some of the videos. I'm sure that some of the concepts that I present are not going to resonate with everyone. It's just, that's not the way it is in this realm. Everybody's been programmed to a different degree, to a different extent, in a different direction, and I'm not exempt from any of that programming. I'm just programmed less than most people, and I've been tuned into this stuff longer than most people. So that's why I come on here and try to share my knowledge. But yeah, vaccines, they're just insane. Don't ever get a vaccine. Bill Gates is on record. He was sitting at some conference or something saying that he could reduce the human population by 15% through vaccines. That's crazy. That's crazy. If vaccines are effective, we can reduce the population by up to 15%. That's absolutely insane. That people would want to bring that kind of grief on another human being. And those are the people that get riches and fame in this world. I mean, we live in a very sick realm. And the sooner that people understand that, the better off they are. But me, I live in a prairie. I really do. I don't live in the forest for the trees and all of that crap anymore. I just don't. I don't. The only time I have to even go through that is when I come on here and make these videos, or when I'm talking to a friend of mine about a certain aspect that they might not be tuned into. I always like doing that. I always like waking my friends up to a different aspect of something, to a different concept of what they've been presented. Different perception. I like doing that, especially if it's going to benefit them in the long run. And knowledge is power. Anybody that doesn't realize that is on the wrong channel. All we're trying to do here is gain a little knowledge and get a little power, because that's what it's about. It's about power to the people. And there is an awakening happening. I'm seeing it all the time. People are waking up to the common deceptions that are going on. They're waking up. They're waking up. That's a fact. It's a wonderful thing, too. I'm glad I can be a part of it. I'm glad I can sit here in front of the one-eyed God and do my little part, to take a bite out of the beast system. I'm glad I get to do my part. It's a wonderful feeling. It's very fulfilling. Like I said, I live in a prairie. Sure, I can look back on the trees, and I do. I have to remind me that they're still there. That they're still there. But I get reminded every time I get a bill. Every time I get a bill. Water bill, tax bill, whatever. Every time I get a bill, I'm reminded of the system. Because it's just here to reduce you. It's here to reduce you. If you think you're free and you think you own your house, just don't pay your taxes for a couple of years. And the men that you pay to protect you will come and take your house from you and sell it at an auction. That's what's going to happen. I mean, we live in a system that's just basically designed to control us and suck the life out of us from the minute that we're born until we die. And then come after whatever we've got in this world after we're dead. Just the way it is. It's the way it's designed. Well, this is going to be the end of video 46 for today. I hope you all have a blessed weekend. I'll see you soon.